just take a short video of where I'm staying, and there's an interesting thing. That's what I'm going to have a look at this afternoon. There's the tower of Pershore Abbey in the distance there. Now it's £50 a night to stay here. The granary, it's in Great Cumberton, or Cumberton, just below the Breeden Hills. Well, the Breeden Hill. But that's the one disadvantage. There's some steep steps, but it's apparently a 16th century farmhouse. This is an annex. I'm taking one now because it's still neat and tidy. There's the kitchen. It's very good here. And there's the bathroom. You're going to have to bend down for the shower, but it's not bad. Yeah, skylights. Yeah, and look at these old beams. So 16th century, so it says, and nice handy spot there for the laptop. And that's private through there. I'll just go upstairs here. Skylights. There's the old beams, 2 single beds. Well, of course it's pretty good here. £50 a night. They could almost certainly charge more, but if it wasn't for those steep steps that are going in to the So most of these buildings here belong to the owner, or the owner's parents, and yeah, so it's pretty good. That's where I'm staying. It's an annex to the farmhouse. Originally it was a farmhouse. It's beautiful here, of course, and that's where the owner's parents are living, in that building there. Okay, I'm on Pershore, and one of the side streets. The main street is down there, which is quite busy. Hasn't been pedestrianised, but there's the main feature of Pershore right there, the Abbey. Yeah, okay, I believe this. Yeah, the trees are just about to start turning colour. 17th of September. I believe this is called Abbey Park. Pershore Abbey, welcome. Okay, an amazing survivor. The church is the triumphant remnant of a much larger building. Well, that was, of course, good old Henry VIII again. But apparently the locals managed to save this part of the church. It's fantastic. They paid Henry VIII a certain sum of money, and he allowed them to keep this part of the church. Apparently, this church was much larger than Worcester Cathedral before the dissolution of the abbeys. Effigies. This is one of the knights that went on the Crusades, 1098. That's a more modern effigy there. The Crusader's tomb and the abbot's tomb. Pershore Abbey is one of the largest medieval abbeys in England. That's the war memorial, and there's the tower up there. That vaulted roof, the tower. Look at that, kind of sandstone. fantastic. And of course the abbey extended all the way much further, probably up to this point and beyond. And that's the old houses of Pershore over there, including a half-timbered house over there. This is the Abbey Garden, or the Abbey Park. An excellent, oh looks, the sun's just gone, some excellent trees here. There's one of the River Avon barges. Huh, that's a good way to travel. And there's some information on the Pershore Old Bridge. There's the original bridge, early wooden bridges, and then early medieval bridges. Apparently that bridge there was to some extent, partially destroyed in the English Civil War. Okay, I'll just go to the hump of this bridge, this old bridge, partially destroyed but rebuilt, of course, from the Civil War times. And there's the mythical or famous, the Avon of the Avon of Shakespeare's, made famous by Shakespeare, of course, mainly. And I'm going for a riverside walk for just about a mile down there and back again. Probably when the old bridge was still in place, they put some of these anti-tank structures to prevent tanks from using that bridge. That was the Second World War. Okay, I'll make sure I'm going in the right direction for this riverside walk. Dodgy crossing that road, it's quite busy. There's the new bridge. Not much so far to write. I've only come about a third of a mile. Not much to write home about. You can hardly see the river. It's very placid anyway at this point. But the River Avon is well over 100 miles long. And well, it's got about another, not far to go, maybe 15 miles before it joins the Severn. So it's probably already travelled 100 miles to this point. But you can see it's just basically a footpath bordered by nettles and shrubs and small trees. It's I can see a little bit more of the river now. You can see it's pretty placid, slow moving, and of course over there somewhere, yeah, I can just about see a bit of it. Pershore Abbey, and of course where they positioned these abbeys medieval times was because of the rich agricultural land around. And that's Breeden Hill over there, and you can see there's a folly on the top. It brings it up to the height of the hill to just over 1,000 feet above sea level. Say nothing much to write home about the River Avon, it's just there, but you can see in the distance Pershore Abbey, and I just go maybe another quarter mile to the road and then return. But it's the breeze has picked up, so a bit of a but it's a leg stretcher, but if nothing else, for after that fairly long drive down from North Wales. Okay, this is as far as I'll go. In front of me there, got 100 yards away, is the local wood, and there's a circular walk that goes through the wood from here and then back to Pershore. And okay, so I'll return, and there's a good view of the Avon. It's fairly clear there. You can see it's pretty placid, and it's of course fully navigable for barges and cabin cruisers, but it's for quite a distance. It goes quite on, well past Warwick, I think, and Leamington Spa, upstream. Okay, an hour or so later, I'm back to more or less where I started, and got to cross this busy road now, back to where I parked the car. Yeah, I'm there by the Pershore Bridge, and I walked along there, almost to that road there, and back again. So it's not really all that far, but maybe somewhere between 2 or 3 miles.